What's up, guys? How we doing? Whoa, a little blown out there. Hey, day in the life vlog. A lot of you guys love seeing what's going on in our life and just kind of hanging out with us. Actually, as I look out the storm, the window, a lot of storm coming. Hey, here's what we're gonna be talking about today. Guys, super exciting vlog, super exciting, just kind of day in the life for you guys. Liz and I, as most of you guys know, have been paying dues, eating dirt, just staying as humble as possible. And over the last 12, 18, 24 months, just honestly got out of debt. We've been putting some money in the bank. Feels really, really good. It's been 10, 12 years for me as a process to just come from not really much means, just to be honest with you guys. Right now, Liz and I are actually looking at buying property or buying our first home. And we are so freaking stoked. We are so excited. And it's not gonna be any property, okay? I'm looking to build a baller property with a baller pole barn, the whole deal, right? So here's the bottom line. About 2 weeks ago, we got a real estate agent. Look at that, there's wifey for lifey. Look at you. How are you? You make this way more beautiful. So over the last 2 weeks, we've got a real estate agent, really, really nice lady named.
She's the best.
She gets us. She's
10 out of 10 the best.
She's actually a Grant Cardone fan, so she's like 10x, and
if
we're
you're
like
in the area, Trisha Dorick.
Trisha Dorick, really good lady. And so we're gonna go look at property. We want to look at land. We want to. I don't know if we're really subdivision home people. I manage a bunch of HOAs. I love everything about subdivisions, but I can't stand the HOAs. I can't stand the boards. You know what I'm saying? They're just all the do's and don'ts. So I want land, I want property. So
we're pumped.
He's like, let's go. So yeah, if you guys want to come with us and check it out, this is something that I'm probably going to vlog over the next 12, 18, 24 months. I don't know.
Yeah, because we're going to get a Mac Daddy pole barn. Have some property to test the equipment on.
Look,
we've owned a lawn maintenance business for 14 years and never had our own grass to cut.
This is true. I don't even own my own grass, and I got 100,000 subscribers, all of you guys, teaching you how to cut grass. We don't even own our own property. Why is he going so crazy?
I don't know.
Let's go buy something. All right, so we're gonna see you guys in the truck. We'll share a little bit more about land versus a subdivision. We just want to take you guys with us. I don't know. I'm not here to. I don't really have an agenda on this video. You know what I'm saying? So, but Liz and I, we want to go look at some property. We did find an agent. She helped us narrow it down to like a city with borders. And so there's 3 or 4 different properties we want to go take a look at. We're looking for something between 3 and 5 acres. Some rural property, not a lot of woods to it, so I don't have to clean a lot of stuff up and land improvements. But we got 3 or 4 sites we want to go take a peek at, and we'll take you guys with us. And babe, can I fly the drone? Is that a thing?
As long as nobody shoots it down.
As long as nobody shoots it down. It is a little bit more rural.
Country.
It is a little bit more rural where we're looking, I'll be honest with you guys. So, all right, enough of me chit-chatting and talking. Let's jump in the truck and we'll see you guys on the road. All right, let's go, let's go. What is that?
What?
Is that your mask? Okay. All right, so we're at a light really quick. You got 10 seconds. Talking 32-second sound bites.
Your hair's so fluffy.
There you go. All right, so what are we doing with buying a land versus buying a subdivision?
So living in a subdivision, we can't store our equipment. We personally would just like more space. I grew up in Dearborn, Michigan, where there's a lot of like World War II, like after the war housing, where it's
stamped out housing. I
mean, it's house driveway, and you could wash dishes and have a conversation with your neighbor in their house, washing their dishes because you were so close. And I just don't want that. And I think that's been kind of our goal all along. But with having the business, there's a lot of good opportunities there to obviously store our equipment, have like room to maintain our equipment, because right now you're doing it in the storage locker. Yeah.
And your boy here wants a 4-wheeler, okay? I want a 4-wheeler.
Like pool.
What's that, a pool?
And I would like a pool.
All right, so we just need a GoFundMe to start for $1.1 million. No, I'm just having fun.
That's all the things we can do over time.
We are super excited about it. Shout out to B&B Lawn Care Blake. He tells me all the time, hey, subdivisions are nice, man, but B&B gets he gets a letter once a week.
We manage enough subdivision like HOAs. I don't want to deal with one after work.
Yeah, and the other part of it too is we just want to have our own space. You know, like you said, that's the biggest thing is.
I want to be able to host like graduation parties and
put up a tent.
Yeah, and just have space to breathe.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's what are we looking at? There's I said this back at home, but there's 3 sites. They're all like kind of right next to each other. This is funny right here. I don't think I've really shared this before, but it's got to be 5 minutes off a highway.
He's been the worst. He has so many stipulations, and I understand I understand the reasoning, but he's so picky. I'm like, I will take some land off of an exit freeway, you know, like where they have like the little triangle, like that's good enough for me. I'll take whatever. You want off of a paved road, 5 minutes from a freeway, no more than like 10 minutes from like your route, no more than, and I don't want to be too far away from church, like. Yeah,
well, it's the area we're looking at, it's like 10 minutes one way is church, and the school we want to send our kids to one day, and then it's a really nice area, and then 15 minutes from where all these properties are, this like city that we're looking at is where my route is.
Yeah.
But why does it got to be 5 minutes off the highway?
In case zombies come and we need to get on the highway and get away quickly.
Yeah, boy, dude. Let me know in the comments. I'm a nerd. Let me know if you guys are red-blooded males and you think the same thing. Hey, man, if the world's ending or there's zombies, I need to be by a highway. Why? Because we gotta bug out. Don't you think the same way?
It's great. Yeah, I'm glad you think that way because I don't.
Every other red-blooded male watching this right now is laughing. So, all right, well, let's, we just got a green light. I'm gonna put the camera down and we'll see you guys at the first property.
So, all of this is one option.
Property number 1.
It's on the corner.
All right, so.
And it's pretty hilly.
Yeah, the biggest issue with buying property around us is that it's been wealthy for so long that I mean, it's all built up, and again, if I want to build a property, like I don't want to spend all night and all day trying to deforest it or whatever you call it, like lane clear it, probably spend another 20, 30 grand, 50 grand doing that. Like, can you poke out the ceiling? Let's see if we can go out here. I'm gonna show everybody what we got. What button does it? Oh. This is so unscripted. I don't know what I'm doing.
God.
I don't think I've opened that thing.
Doesn't sound very good.
Doesn't sound very good. I've only opened it like. Oh, thank God. Oh. What is it doing? Oh no.
You broke it.
Oh wait, no. There's another button. What is happening here? Oh, okay.
Wow. Wow.
I really have nothing right now. Okay, so here, you stick it out up the roof. All right, so guys, this is real life. I'm probably freaking some people out. I don't know if this is legal or not, but here's this whole property. See the little for sale sign? So all the way this is like 5 or how much was this? How big was this property?
I think this was like 6 maybe?
6 acres? Do you know the price?
I don't.
125, 150, 200?
Something like that, but I think it's priced less because it's not really showing up that well on the camera, but there's a huge hill. Yeah, this is a huge berm. Like I mean, not even 50 to 75 feet out, it goes straight up. A couple trees you gotta clean out and all this mess. This is just money and time and distraction, but it is a big parcel, a big plot. I forget how much it was. It was probably 150 to 200. Yeah, land around here. And you'd have to grade it or something.
Yeah, and by the way, for some of you guys that live in environments where, I gotta pop the screen out so I can see it. Some of you guys live in environments where the land is extremely cheap. And I did a coaching call with a guy. He's like, yeah, I've got 20 acres, a 2,500 square foot home, a 3-acre pond. He's like, I paid $125,000 or $175,000 for it. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
No way.
There's no way that exists around here.
You could build a tiny house for
60 grand. Yeah. There is a, swear to God, there is where we live in Novi, Michigan, 9,000 square feet. It's 8,700 square feet.
When we were talking to our realtor, she gave us a bunch of like comparable properties like in the area for the prices, because we were kind of like, holy moly, like this is really expensive. And she's like, well, not really. Take a look at this. It was like 9,000 square feet or
8,700 square feet. It's a 1/4 acre lot.
Yeah.
How much was it?
It was over $100,000.
No, it was $209,000.
Really?
Yeah, I said 209,000.
And that's where we live currently.
Yeah,
that's again, like the area we live in right now.
That's the county we live in, and like the city we live in. We do not have that money. You know what I'm saying? But
even if we did, that just seems
$209,000. I don't know.
Just for the land.
How much is an acre where you guys live? Leave me some comments down below, because we're learning. And I tell you what, you can make 100 grand a year and still feel like a pauper where we live. So I don't know. Does anybody else ever feel like that in life, like where people are getting these numbers? And all right, so
I think this is beautiful.
This is nice.
We're not gonna get out and walk it today, but
no, because we don't want to get arrested.
No. And also, this is facing what, west to east, and I really, really, really want a house that faces like east to west, so that the backyard is where the sun sets.
Yes.
I'm huge in natural light. I have like a bunch of issues in the past with like seasonal depression and like a bunch of issues. Natural light is a really big deal to me. It helps like just in yeah.
Bunch of issues.
So anyways.
All right, well, option 2.
Yes.
Option 2. Hopefully we don't creep anybody out here.
We probably are.
So this right here is in the same subdivision. It's not really a subdivision.
It's not a subdivision.
It's rural. Where do I park?
Over here, it extends.
All the way over there is all that land. Let's zoom up over here. Hopefully we don't get a ticket or somebody yells at me. All right, so this came up. Now here, what was the issue with this one so far?
So this one is a weird shape, because we've looked at all of these on Google Earth.
Yeah.
And it's like, you get your chunk up here, but then it has like a long line of land that goes behind the homes there. So it's, I think this is like 10 acres.
6.75.
Oh wow, okay.
So it's like 7 acres.
So 7 acres, but a lot of it is really awkwardly shaped, and you could probably put like the pole barn back there maybe. Like, I don't know how we would arrange it.
So it's like this, see this tree line? It's a diagonal. So this is a whole pizza slice that comes this way and then comes this way. So it's a whole pizza slice. What do we got? Oh, phone calls. Okay, so here's the deal. Hopefully I don't get in trouble here. So it goes all the way down, triangles all the way to the wood line, right? Which you're like, oh, this wouldn't be that bad. But then all this field in the middle is like a 2-acre rectangle that goes straight down. So there's like a subdivision or a nice home right here, right? See all the sprinklers are on? Well, behind them is an acre, and then behind the first house is another acre. So you have this like arrow. It looks like an arrow. You know what I'm saying, babe?
It's just a really awkward shape. I like the location of these two properties a lot, but they're not exactly like what
I don't know.
we want.
You could put like a pole barn up front, and then like the house right here.
Yeah, but then what do you do with the acreage behind those homes?
I think we both know. You make a 4-wheeler track.
No, I think a garden.
Okay. Well, we can do both.
A sunflower field.
Sunflower field. 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. I think we're talking. I have wanted, sincerely, I've wanted a 4-wheeler. It's the stupidest little things, guys, but I've wanted a 4-wheeler for like 15 years. I rode one when I was a kid. I was probably 10, 12 years old at my aunt and uncle's. And I've always wanted a 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
Always. And one day I'll get one, because I've been working really hard. We've been putting money in the bank. And
I just want a trampoline.
You want a trampoline? we're just like so like dorky normal people, but I don't know. Are you guys having fun? All right. Property number 3. It's about a mile away. Let's go to that one really quick. That one. So this right here, by the way, was 6.75 acres for 125 grand. It's not bad. Like, that's a pretty fair price. It's just a really weird shape, and I think that's why it's been sitting. So. Yeah. I just waved to that guy. I have no idea who he is.
That's what you do in the country, right?
I don't know. Howdy, neighbor. All right, so property number 3. I'm actually stopping on a main road, so be safe. This. So I got 3 acres over here. This is the next option. Why don't you tell them about it? Because I can't talk that.
So, here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my favorite of the 3, if you can't already tell, because it's absolutely wide open. It's mostly flat. There's kind of like a little bit of valley where you could have a walkout basement if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. And it's not like, the camera doesn't really give you that great of a vantage point to see just how big it is.
Okay.
But I really, really like this one. Like, I can envision a house sitting like halfway through the property. Can you? Yeah,
I mean, look at this pole barn over here. Is that not legit? Like, do you want a pole barn?
I do.
I want a pole barn so bad.
So this is obviously going to be a huge like chunk of our life, like for the next like year or two, putting this all together. Do you guys want to see like us put our pole barn and like do different fertilizations and stuff to the grass to get it to be like a lush lawn? Like, are you guys, I know this is more of a like contractor channel, but do you guys want to see some of that little bit of our life? Because we also have the FBO2 channel that we could put it on, but I think a lot of it pertains to like lawn care too, like having a pole barn, setting up a shop, like that kind of stuff. Putting in the landscaping if we build a home, because I want to do I want to build a pole barn, and I just like to document it. Like Kyle from RR Buildings does a great job. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Would you guys like to see more of that? If so, let us know in the comments. But I don't know, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, there's tons more.
We had like 111 saved options.
Oh yeah, we did. It's just they get so expensive.
Yeah, well, some of them were like 10 acres wooded for 400,000.
Well, there was like 10 acres wooded. There was, I think, like 8 acres wooded and on water.
Yeah.
But that was already over $200,000, and you'd have to do all of the land improvements. You'd have to. There was no paved road.
Yeah, 245,000.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was a lot of money.
I'd love to live on the water, but I just don't.
Yeah, this right here is. This is what I like. 3 acres of flat land. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. We'll see. So, all right. Well, this is the day in the life vlog. I'm parked down the main road right now, so be safe. But I don't know. This was just something different. Like Liz said, we have been paying dues and eating dirt and just putting money away for so many years.
We were honestly really worried, or at least I was really worried, that when we moved out of our apartment, like our really crappy apartment that you guys have never seen, that we would kind of lose the motivation, because where we live right now is really comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's been a really, really stress-free process where anything goes wrong, we call maintenance. And I just didn't want to lose our dream. So I'm really just excited to be sharing this with you guys and being able to be like in this phase of life where it's a possibility for us to buy land.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for where we live now, because it's allowed us to build our business without having to think about where we live. It's allowed us to save money and just stack cash away, honestly.
Yep.
So it was definitely a really great decision for us, and I'm just really excited to be kind of on to the next step.
Next phase.
Yeah.
Well, all right. No promises, no guarantees that we're getting any of these.
I really want this one.
It's just fun. Yeah, it's just funny because, dude, it doesn't matter how much money you make. I still feel like I got to make a lot more. Anybody? Can you guys relate? I don't know. It's just funny. I think we're doing pretty good. So we'll try to give you guys some updates over the next couple of weeks. If you guys like this video, shoot us a big thumbs up. Let us know. Maybe give us some feedback. But I really love it when other people document their home, especially on Instagram.
I love watching
their pole barn, like these custom homes, and I just think it's cool to like see other people reach their dreams. And you guys have been with us for a long while, so this is the next season and phase of our life.
After like 14 years of owning a lawn maintenance business, you're actually going to have your own grass stick.
My own grass stick. I love it. All right, guys, well, that's it. Over and out. We'll catch up with you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Hey, got some nugs. It took us an hour to get these. All right, see you guys.